So the issue that happened on the last video, they plotted in the wrong place. I inadvertently proved the point I was trying to make about using a projected coordinate system. The fault that I had that I want you to correct is I thought you could just pick the projected coordinate system of the layer. But even that, right, the projected coordinate system Mercator, that's still going to have units, I think, in meters. The problem is that you actually have to go right into this category, geographic coordinate system, and you need to pick a strictly geographic coordinate system. And there are two options. You can either scroll all the way down to world and pick the one that it gave you at the start, right? World Geologic 1984. Or you could go to North America and do, should be one called NAD 1983. U.S. and Territories, NAD 1983. Either would work, WGS or NAD 1983. So we'll stick with the WGS, and that way, if I run it, there should be no problem. If you hear people occasionally in the background, it's I'm at an airport making these for you. And there you go, boom, we have plotted our crimes. All of that data that was on a table now exists in a spatial sphere, and you can do this for any point data that you have. It's no different if you want to do it here in desktop. Right, you would simply drag in your crimes data, right-click, and go to Display XY, pick your X, pick your Y, point Y, and it's going to automatically default to whatever you're projected in here. So if I hit OK, this would fail, right, because it's going to try to do feet. So again, I just need to find that geographic coordinate system that works. You know, I could pick world WGS 1984 if I wanted, or NAD 1983, it doesn't matter, and hit OK. And there we go, there are my points. The one difference to keep in mind in desktop, these are events. They're not actually a piece of data yet. It's almost just like showing where they should be. The next step always, if you do this in desktop, is to export, right? So that it can be its own layer. And that way we don't have to worry about it being temporary. Okay, so to conclude this first video, what I'm going to need from you, I want you to run both of those, the join of the neighborhood data and the crimes, and you're going to have to create a map for me that shows the crimes, you know, in some way symbolized, you know, smallly or largely, on top of the neighborhoods, and I want you to color up the neighborhoods using the symbology you've learned in previous classes. Color them up like so, doing graduated colors that would show me the number of burglaries per population. Then create quantiles as a way to show that. Again, you'd only be able to make me a burglaries per population map if you were able to join the data. And then you'll put the crimes on top of it. Hopefully make them a little smaller than what I have. This can be in Pro. This can be in desktop. I don't care. And then just share a screenshot of the image for me explaining what you did as your first deliverable.